we could have expected a lot more in terms of bad news. So there isn't that much bad news, but simultaneously there isn't that much good news too. So on the whole, I think it's a very average budget. I don't think so. The goodies that have been given for the middle class is, let's say, for example, the additional 1 lakh deduction on housing loans up to 25 lakhs for the first house. And I think that's something which has been given but limited in terms of impact. I don't think it's going to win great numbers of votes, but it'll certainly make a few people happy. So that is the one thing that I've seen. Otherwise, there isn't anything else. Leaving the income tax levels unchanged, giving them the benefit of a little increase in terms of inflation. So you save some 2,000 rupees or so because of the change in the slabs at the 2 to 5 lakh rupee level. So that is the only thing which is there. There's nothing more significant than that which has happened. I think the women banks is probably a longer term idea. I don't think you're going to see any impact of that immediately because there are currently also many schemes specifically for women entrepreneurs, for senior citizens in terms of deposits, etc. There are many schemes for women. Maybe if they wanted to do something, they could have introduced a lot more schemes for women and run it through the existing banks. On the Nirbhaya scheme, where there's an allocation of 1,000 crores, I think that's a good step to take. Especially because what we need to today is that we need to ensure with a larger number of women who are currently in the working population, make sure that women actually are able to travel safely to their places of work and return safely, and also at the place of work that they are protected. And I think yesterday you had the sexual harassment bill, which is introduced, and I think that makes a big difference in terms of protecting women at their place of work, and hopefully we will have greater safety when they move around the city. Well, the drawbacks is that if you look at it in terms of our challenges, currently India needs to increase its rate of growth. And in order to be able to increase its rate of growth, it needs to attract greater investment. It needs to make sure that more people are willing to put in money into this country. And I think if we could have done a little more as far as the infrastructure industry in terms of attracting investment is concerned, that could have certainly helped in this particular budget. The second thing is to be able to create a feel-good factor in the population so that they don't feel uninspired or disappointed, and they feel like they want to actually enjoy life and spend money, and that feel good factor is currently missing. So we should have probably tried to create a few more feel good factors. Well, I think more could have been done in terms of, they could have done a lot more in terms of increasing the excise duty. The fact that the general rate of excise duty and service taxes remain constant, I think, is a huge relief. However, in a few cases like cigarettes and mobile phones and set-top boxes, there's been an increase in the excise duty, and to that extent, I think it won't make such a big impact, because finally anybody who's smoking a cigarette will continue to smoke the same number, even if the rate of excise duty, the price of it goes up. And similarly, in the case of mobile phones, a large number of mobile phones are actually sold in the less than 2,000 rupees. So to that extent, I think we are still safe there.